Monday, second week in Ordinary Time. Our Daily Bread with Father Peter Morba, SDB. First reading, 1 Samuel 15 verse 16 to 23. Gospel reading, Mark 2 verse 18 to 22. Theme, do what pleases God and not what you like. Sometimes we may think that we are doing the right thing, or that we are doing God a favor, while we are actually pleasing ourselves and satisfying our ego. God wants us to obey Him, and to follow His instructions rather than wanting to do something for Him. There is nothing we can give or do for God that will appease Him more than being obedient to His instructions. In today's first reading, Samuel confronts Saul and reprimands him for not obeying the command of God. Instead, he listened to himself. God had sent Saul to go and fight the Amalekites and destroy them completely. However, Saul went as the Lord had commanded him, but he brought back Agag, the king of Amalek. And he equally kept some spoil, sheep and oxen, the best things he saw in Amalek, thinking he would sacrifice them to the Lord. Saul was disobedient to the command of God. He listened to the voice of greed in him, instead of listening to the voice of God that told him to utterly destroy everything. As a consequence, Saul lost his place in the sight of God. The dynasty that's supposed to last eternity in his lineage was now transferred to David. This is what disobedience can cause. When Samuel came to Saul, he reminded him that there is no excuse whatsoever for disobeying God, even when Saul tried to justify his action, saying he took the best spoil, sheep and oxen, with the intention of sacrificing them to the Lord. But Samuel said to him, "Has the Lord as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices, as in obeying the voice of the Lord? Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to listen than the fat of rams." Many of us think of God as someone who needs certain things from us in order to survive. Sometimes we always occupy ourselves with thoughts of what we can give to God, or do for God, while our lives are far from God. Our faith or love for God is not measured by donating in the church or attending church programs. Instead, we need to live a life of obedience to God, listening to His voice and doing His will. We learn from the mistake of Saul that obedience is better than sacrifice and to listen is better than offering of rams. More so, rebellion is very costly. It can cost us our inheritance and favor from God and even from man. Let us not allow pride and greed to rule our lives. God bless you. Happy New Week.